yards.
Come on. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Bison.
They'll try and run here with Spears. And he's across midfield, and more importantly, he's got the first down at the 49-yard line.
7-yard gain.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
They'll stay on the ground with Spears. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain of 16 yards. And that would be a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They'll run with Spears. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4.
70 Lions. 19 Tiger. Let's go.
They'll run it to the right here. That's Spears. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's going to gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Ready? Viking 18. Ready?
We're going to throw on 3rd and 1. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Sly's kick is good. And his guys will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. Jones now on the return. And they'll force him out of bounds right at the 25-yard line.
Big Lion. Hey. 70 Timber. Unlock line. Ready?
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. Up the sideline to the 40. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, usually a lot more manageable situations, not easier to convert.
And he finds some space after a gain of 7 on first down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 48-yard line. Here is 2nd and 3. The run up the middle. It's Walker. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Hey, check that. Let's go now.
First down, Seahawks.
They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Moving outside the pocket. And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. And that's how this first quarter will come to an end. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter as they've got it 3rd and 10.
Pioneer. Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now it's Milroe. And that is incomplete.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
Just what the punter's hoping to do. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line.
At their own 10-yard line.
On the jump. Let's go. Bronco 80.
Now, first down throw for Ward. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Second down and 10.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
On second down, here's Ward. Pass complete. He's got Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. That's enough for a first down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Hey, smash Bronco.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play.
This play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
To throw on second down is Ward. His pass caught. It's Chigokonkwo. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
21 yards.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
At the 42-yard line.
Hey! Liking 18.
They run, it's out of the gun, and that's Spears. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And he's going to get him a first down here across midfield and down to the 45.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Viking, 18.
Now it's Spears. He'll get forward to about the 42. Ickey Manwari is there to make the play.
At the 42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Come on, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 79.
Out of the gun, Ward. That one caught. It's Jim Ray DK. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9 yards.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Shotgun snap for Wolf. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Trying to hook up with Tyjae Spears. Out of the backfield that time. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Second bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18.
Here's Ward now on 2nd down. That's complete to DK. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
A run with Spears. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Spears, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 19, Tiger, 9.
Here's Ward. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Trying to keep a drive alive. Going to have to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mustang 19. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready?
Looking to throw. It's Ward. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here.
A 34-yard attempt.
From 34 yards. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And his guys will take a 6-3 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Joey Sly back out to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Horton. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Okay, ready? 18 ready. 18 ready. Get up. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
They'll throw on first down with Milroe. Into the hands of Boykins. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Set to go now on first and 10.
Viking 18.
Now Milroe. That's to the rookie from Miami, Elijah Arroyo. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A big play for Seattle. 37 yards. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Milroe. That's to the rookie, the fifth-rounder, Torrey Horton. And the Seahawks going to be set up with first and goal as play moves them down to the 1.
This has been a really good drive so far. What I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
A dive, and he's in! Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. That touchdown number 23 for him on the season.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now a timeout for injury. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Here we go. Check. Cowboy 80.
Throwing, Ward. Down the field, he's got his tight end Okonkwo. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
6 yards.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Here's a handoff to Spears. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. Ready. From the gun, here's Spears. With good blocking leading the way. He's got first down inside the 25.
Gain of 9 yards.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Ready. They'll come up here. First and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
On the handoff, this is Spears. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Inventory on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup.
and 8. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
Ready, ready.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
To throw is Ward. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And in that spot, Mike, that's just painful. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Ready. Check go.
They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hold it ready. Got luck. Ready.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. He did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup from 8. From the 33, here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Milroe. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's going to be brought down. A big play for Seattle. 35 yards. Here's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 35.
Go.
1st down, Seattle.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. They get 18 on that one. 1st down, Seattle.
1st down.
Hey, smash Bronco.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready.
Once again, it's Walker. And he's brought down after a gain of couple.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
60. 1918.
On 3rd down, Milroe. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's got the 1st down. A great job looking at him, gauging where the marker is, and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's first and goal.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seahawks. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks are able to extend the lead. It's now 17-6. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go. 70 tip.
On the ground, it's Spears to start the drive. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Arno on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Okay, break. Here we go. Here we go. Bronco, gotta be lying.
From the gun, here's Ward. He'll find his receiver. That's DK. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. It's a pickup of 12. And that will be a first down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Get it. Cowboy 80.
On first and 10, Ward looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. It's an incompletion.
You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike, and it's as simple as if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide open target, he's now forced to throw into a contested area.
Now it's Ward. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Ready, third, Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready, ready.
Throwing on third down, Ward. Call it a gain of 13. That's enough for a first down.
They've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it. Just that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Come on, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Here's Spears. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the Seahawks 34-yard line.
Hold it ready. Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Throwing is Ward. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And a solid return as he gets it up past the 45-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. Down the sideline, past the 40. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. A big play for Seattle. And even 30 yards. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Milroe to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Let's go. Warriors 70, 18 Cardinal.
From the gun, it's Milroe. Quick throw, taken in. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal.
That's good.
I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up 1st and goal.
Here's Walker. A short goal. Down to the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here's 2nd and goal.
19 Lions. Viking 18. Go.
To the air, it's Milroe. Out to his right. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and goal, Milroe. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
19 tight.
4th down, and here's Milroe. He'll buy time left. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
Motion, I got one.
On 1st down, Ward. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw is Ward. Short one there to Okonkwo. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Cougar 19.
On first down, it's Ward. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
Ready.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready. Panther 60. Panther. Ready.
Throwing again is Ward. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike. And now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Two. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Now, first down throw for Ward. That's complete to DK. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the
From the
42-yard
42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Shotgun snap for Ward. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for Van Jefferson there. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Hawks 70. Hawks.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before 3rd down.
Okay, break. Get it. Liking 18.
They'll try and run here with Spears. And he gets it to midfield, and he gets the first down. Good run. The drive continues.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
70, let's go.
Out of the gun, Ward. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Buffalo 18. 70 Timberwolves.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. Middle of the field, he's got a throw. And he'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Yards on the play.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
1st and
Ball
10
rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing, Ward. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. These two moving the chains themselves. A gain of 14 and a first down.
The 23-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
Ready? Ready, ready.
Again, it's Ward. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Nick Emanwari.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Like, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang six on the defense.
Ready, ready, ready.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. Up the sideline at the 35. Gets to the edge at the 30. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. And that is touchdown number 25 on the year. Now the point after try from Myers. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19. Ready.
To throw is Ward. That's to the rookie out of Texas, Gunnar Helm. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Complete to Gunnar Helm.
Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
Stop, ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Watch the motion.
Let go.
Now give to Spear. Running right. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Come on, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
Here's Ward. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Third down, they need 5.
Set it. Cougar Knights, Dragon 60.
From the gun, here's Ward. He'll find his receiver. That's DK. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that's going to bring up fourth down.
Let's go. 70 Lions. Ready, ready?
They snap it to Ward. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
To the left side, and is caught by Horton. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
2nd down, they need 7. On the handoff, this is Walker. And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Ready?
Smith-Njigba left side, he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play for Seattle. 31 yards.
And the Seahawks.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
Viking 18. Ready?
Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. Good blocking to the 15. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Makes the score Seahawks 38. Our home team 6. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
On 1st and 10, Ward. That's made right side by Ironman. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
46-yard line.
Ready? Bronco 80. Go.
Throwing is Ward. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they had this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Cowboy, go.
Now it's Ward. And he's just thrown ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you jump the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
At some point, you just have to know when the party's over. You just have to cut your losses. I think in this case, he's just trying to do a little bit too much, make something out of nothing, and he ends up being taken back for a pretty big loss.
So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. And make that a 5th straight victory, as they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to playoff time. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico.